About ETH breaking its all-time high. Yesterday, ETH went up to $4,885, but on some exchanges, it went up to $4,911. So it literally broke its all-time high. That is super bullish for altcoins, so we will have an altcoin season, right? Can it retract some? Of course, because you got to think about it. Bitcoin just went up 5% in a day. Bitcoin went up by 6,000 in one day, right? In one day. That's massive. $5,000 in one day. That is massive. So saying it all to say, pay attention to a nice pullback before another leg up. I think September is going to be a green month. Jerome Powell has now flipped. So September to me will be an actual green month, an extremely green month for crypto. I'm not going to say things are going to just skyrocket up. Nothing works like that, right? Some you have some blow offs, right? But at the end of the day, it might do the stairs up, down, up, down, up, down, but gradually keeps on building up like on a curve, right? So I expect that for the market, but you never know what catalyst can happen. So I will keep you guys tuned to what's going on. Another thing, ETFs. October, I believe that a lot of ETFs will be approved. The XRP case is officially over. So I believe that a lot of ETFs will be approved. A lot of ETFs will be approved, which means the inflow for XRP, ADA, Crow, um, Pudgy Penguin. That's just to name a few. It's a couple of coins or altcoins that will be approved as far as the ETFs that they're backing. BlackRock might even do an XRP ETF. So a lot of these things are coming into fruition, um, and we finally are having some form of regulatory clarity. Right? We're on the regulatory part of this phase. The regulatory clarity part of this phase. First, they frowned upon us. Oh, why are you investing in crypto? Now the news is talking about it and they try to sue you. Now the news want to talk about it, right? And more people are getting involved with it at a high rate. So crypto is actually here to stay. I know this to be true because we have literally a stable coin law. Literally, we have a stable coin law. It's written into law now. Banks can print stable coins, or banks can own or distribute stable coins, which means that that's another form of money printing that then will be linked to the treasury bond notes, which then the cycle in stocks and everything else. So blockchain technology is going to be used. At the end of the day, crypto is built on top of the blockchain. So the technology, the tech, that's what you're really investing in. That will be used worldwide. Now, XRP has about 16 different ETFs. We got Pro Shares. I think they filed for like three. We have Grayscale. We have Franklin and Capleton. We have a lot of different ETFs that's coming. So I expect the ETF approval to be in October, right? We may have some approved before then, but I'm expecting mid-October. But of course, I'm going to do a video every day to keep you guys posted on literally what's going on. So if I get any changes, I will make sure that I let you know. I'm Crypto Doe once again, and I'm here to share everything I know with you guys so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I know I have a couple of people in here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for me. Help me get to 10,000 subs. That's my goal for this year. I appreciate it. Let me know where you guys from in here and what cryptos you guys own, and are you guys excited that Jerome Powell just did a backflip? He flipped everything. Now we're looking for a 25 to a 50% base rate cut that may go down in September or anytime in Q4. Let's just not even put a date on it. Let's just say that it's highly likely to happen. Because when you put dates on it, things change, and you got to do another video and another update, which I don't mind. So I'm not going to put a date on it, but sometime in the near future we will have a rate cut. How about that? Mr. Vahid said, hey, what's going on? Earthy Trade IO said, sup, bro? What's going on? What's going on, Earthy Trade? I seen you in here yesterday. How you guys feeling? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for me. That's all I ask. Bernard Cherwa said, am your top fun, bro. Okay, I don't know what that means. Um, Earthly Trade IO said, Anna, how do you analysis? Okay, let me make it make sense for me. How do you analyze your assets? Well, I use different softwares to analyze my assets. I don't know what you mean by the question. Like, um, restate your question. Your question is confusing. How do you analyze your assets? I do research. Let me try to make sense of your question. But we gotta do the proper English, proper grammar. Um, how do you analyze your assets? Well, you do your research. You research. I spend a lot of time on doing research on these projects, on these ecosystem, on what makes it work, the connectivity, who they are connected with, who they do business with, the price points. I do a lot of research. So research actually is what create a better analytical perspective for the assets that I own. There's tons of research, which is time consuming, Um, Earthly Trade said, I'm happy just discovered a mathematical data analytical system, metric Bollinger, the metric Bollinger bands. Oh, and the MACD. Oh, so you're saying like basically you're talking about um, actually the chart, like charting tactics. Yeah, the MACD is definitely good. That's a great indicator to have. The Bollinger Bands is definitely a great indicator to have. It's a lot of different softwares that you can have but those two itself is good. The um, the Fibonacci is another one that you may want to look into. It's a couple of different things, So each person trade differently. Um, So find what works for you. Find what works for you. Like on TradingView, I have TradingView Pro account, and they have a lot of different softwares that you can use for like the MACD, the Bollinger, like you say. The It's a lot of different tactics that you can actually implement. So you will know where the support is, know where the resistance is. You might want to do some type of if you're trading futures like the candles and the wicks and all those other little stuff. So it all depends. It all depends on how much of a savage trader you would like to be. It all depends on how much of a savage trader you would like to be. But that's good that you're actually participating in the trading part of it, right? That's always good. Um, So, with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the market, and let me know what you think about the market. And I apologize. Long night. Well, early start of the day. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning. But anyway, it's currently 11:13 a.m. Let me know what you guys think about the market. Do you guys see the market going up after this? Jerome Powell done flip. That's a major crypto news alert, right? That's going to create a lot of inflow into the market. Even the stock market rallied yesterday. The S&P rallied yesterday. Gold took a little bit of a dive yesterday. Um, The dollar, I'm not sure about the dollar, but it's a lot of different things. It's a lot of different things. On that note, I appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Once again, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. I give you guys another update. Like I say, the next catalyst for me is ETF approval. The next catalyst for me that I'm really waiting on is ETF approval. Um, and Bitcoin can now, after Bitcoin to me, it broke 112, but it didn't stay below it. It broke 112 for a fraction of a second. When Jerome Powell spoke um, at, at the Jackson Hole meeting, it actually skyrocketed to 1,017 hundred. So that right there. Now people will say, well, how high is it going to go after it just skyrocketed? I think that it could pull back a little bit. It could pull back a little bit before going up. Like a lot of people are expecting things just to go up. That's not reality. And you can make money on things going up and down. Remember that. So you have to learn these skills. You must learn these different skill sets because crypto isn't just an up market. You have the bears and you have the bulls. You have different formulas that you can use. You know, you have different formulas that you can use. Let me answer this last reply to this last one. Earthly said, "I'm focusing on gold and Bitcoin, leverage trading. My analysis today, Bitcoin will go bearish." Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I think with this massive uprise that we had, based on a catalyst, we generally going to retest the area. So we might go down to 112. We don't have to. We don't have to. We can go down to 113, 114, and then skyrocket back up. We don't have to, right? But that's just what I see. Gold and Bitcoin is definitely a good strategy. Gold and Bitcoin is definitely a good strategy. Gold, Bitcoin, silver, real estate, definitely a good strategy. That's just how I look at it. On that note, I see you guys later. Put on your seatbelt. This is Crypto Though once again. It is time to